Revealing my secret trade behind cookie. So you are on my Twitter, feel free to go follow me. That's my quote on Twitter. So I'm going to explain a few things. First thing is like my secret trade on cookie. Second thing is like why you should not focus too much on TGE, so when the token is listed here. And third thing is why it's so important to do VC. Leaking some alpha here. So basically for cookie, I did the VC deal. So I invested before the token is listed. Then I sold a bit at TGE after the TGE. And then we saw that the token went down quite a lot, I would say, but we were still profitable. So it's the market, it's how it is. And I started to buy back quite a lot, way bigger than my VC allocation, like 10 times, because I will explain why. And basically here, I was able to leverage my market making skills to really feel that looking at the order flow, how was going and everything, it was interesting to buy. So with few friends, we started to buy and helped a bit the cookie team, I would say. And then the thing started to pump. I don't know, because of the market, because of the thing went down too much. And so at some point it's pumping. And cookie team did like something very, very smart. They pivoting to launch like some agent related stuff and the thing just go nuts, really nuts, So I took some profit last week on cookie because I was like, okay, it's a good trade, I have to take some profit, but it was very interesting. So you can see like TG and then we had such a pump, and people are too focused here, like they want to sell, they want to exit, but it's not how it works. If you do VC, you want to sell when the project has reached its maturity or when they get like so much hype, and so that's why no need to complain at TG. At the end of the day, VC has to be passive, kind of. So you invest, then when you have invested, you can't do much aside helping like the founders and like bring them value. And then you just have to, when they are listed, it's not like over, if it's good or bad, it could be like a good listings and then they could like fuck things up and the things go very bad, or they can recover, pivot, do things and like capture some stuff and like just pump so hard. And that's why the cookie team have just been cooking, I would say, very hard. And the move that they made, like they front run quite hard the market, they anticipated the market. So it was very smart for them and they deserve that pump. So why I bought back cookie? Because, because you are a VC investor, you get a lot of data from what they are doing. You're closer to the team. You can analyze a bunch of things, And at some point, you see, this summer, I don't remember like the FDV. So the FDV was like, I don't know, 20, 25 million. So I was like, I feel it's like discounted, And like every guys who wanted to dump the token, they dumped, all the guys, who are like always, I need to dump my token because I get my allocation, randomly. So they dumped everything. And so like no much seller here, looking good, and order flow was looking good, market making was looking good. So like, okay, we have some guys, with some friends, we were like, okay, we buy back because we think looking at the market, we're like, it's one of the, I would say, biggest like conviction we could get. So it was in the top 10. And so we buy back, buy back. But it took a lot of time, and that's why we got like very, I would say, lucky that cookie took some time before like it went back up, because it's the best way to like do research, analyze things, get data, and load your position. The worst thing for me, because like I have a hard time like sizing up hard, is that I need time to build my conviction. So if it's moving back up too fast, I can't load the thing I wanted to load. And cookie did something super smart, so got a bit lucky here, because they did something super smart. And around here, we're like, do we start to take profit? But it was looking great, and they dropped like some crazy news with like their like agents. So the first index data layer for all agents. So smart, so smart, So it's all the same thing, People always like complain to projects because they change things, but at the end of the day, you have to trust the founders, And it's up to the founders to do the smartest thing they think, And in the end, if the founder is like not a scammer, like a guy who genuinely wants to build and build value, you have to trust him, And I think the thing they did here was just so smart. They were able to get all the mind share of like agent through their platform. And they cooked like so hard, And I started to receive so many DMs regarding cookie, and I think they are just like very good at that, So that's very cool. Congrats to them, and so that was kind of like the trade, And so the first thing here is like doing VC is an edge, because it makes you follow less project, but in better, You understand more about the token economics with the market maker, where are they listed, how liquidity is moving, and everything. So that's the first thing. Second thing is like when you do VC, it has to be passive. So no need to like FOMO or FUD, you know, because I always see the two things, you know, sometimes investors are like, it's going super well. So they're in FOMO mode and they're like, wow. And like, they want to take more risk or like, no, don't be greedy. Don't be dumb greed. You know, I call that dumb greed, you know, and dumb greed doesn't make money. And don't FUD when it's going down. You know, I haven't invested, can't quote the ticker, but I have invested in a VC project. It listed, went down like, I think 50%. And now I haven't sold any tokens, and now it's back up at 5x, you know, just because they have been cooking it, they have delivered things, you know, and I think it can go like up to like 5x, you know. So it takes time to build value, you know. So in the end, you have to do your research and then trust the founders and like let them the ball rolling, you know. And so that's why you want to sell when the project has reached a maturity. I would say that's very important. So I'm linking a lot of value here. So guys, feel free to share the video, comment, subscribe, ask me anything in DMs. So can't leak much more, but there is so many things. If you focused on that will just definitely change how you make money and like your performances. And that's the thing I'm focused on 2025 is like, how can I become a smarter investor, get a better feeling with all the data we gather on like projects to make the best decision of like when to sell, when to buy. So that was it. That was your quant. And that's why like VC, trading, market making is so important. And I think if we aligned all of that, we're going to achieve AGI, you know. So that's the goal of it. And that was just me thinking out loud. So of course in this video, not a financial advice, just me trying to explain this trade because I had a lot of questions on it. So cheers guys, and see you soon.